welcome to my YouTube channel. So I don't really know how to start this. I was just like, I want to make a video right now because of how I'm feeling and I want this to remain. I didn't even like want to put makeup on or any of that. I just threw a wig on my head and I said I'm gonna make a video right now. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Oh, okay, I think I know why. Okay, but let me just get into it. Yes, like damn, I look tired. Yes, I'm tired. You know what? Because I've been fighting a battle. I've been fighting and now I'm tired. I've been fighting a mental battle for some time. I don't want to say that I've been a bit broken. Because I just wasn't on the path that I wanted to be on. So yeah, that's what this video is about. Like, I've come to the realization from the conversations that I've had with people, from the responses that I've gotten from like some of the posts that I share and all of that. I've seen that a lot of us are not mentally okay right now. Like, we're not all right. Like, we're not 100% good. And should I look in the camera? Wait. It's like I've never done a YouTube video before. I just keep wanting to look at myself, but that's not. I realize that a lot of us are facing a battle right now with ourselves, with our emotions, with the things that are going on around us. Talking to some people that I'm close with, or people that I didn't even know were going through hard times. You wouldn't know, especially if we're all communicating through social media and all of that. You wouldn't really know how somebody's really feeling or what's really going on. And I've been seeing this thing a lot, like, people have an expectation. Like, I feel if you don't look like you're going through it, then you're not really depressed or anxious or have any problems. If you look fine, you look good. Like, I saw this video today on TikTok of a girl. She was all dressed up, she had makeup on, she was looking good, and then she was like, guys, I look like this, but let me show you my room. And it was a whole mess. You know what I mean? Because life still goes on. You know what I mean? You still have to get up and go to work and go and do this and go and do that and do things. So there's times when you have to put yourself together and actually be able to leave the house and do all these things. But nobody would really expect that you're not okay. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I wanted this video to be about. I didn't even plan this video. I just decided today I'm actually gonna get into it because of the conversations that I've been having lately. So personally for me, I've been having like a mental fight. I feel like this is for the first time in my life. In my adult life, let's say, first time in my adult life, it was like I didn't really have the control I thought I had over my mental space and how I feel and the things that were going on around me. I think a lot of us can relate that these past couple of years, I don't know, for a lot of people, but it's been very rough. I mean, I feel like with COVID and just a whole lot of things going on. And I think, especially people that living in Cyprus, if you're studying here, I feel like you can totally understand what I mean by the economy shifting, like things just being expensive. Like, people were fighting similar wars, you know what I mean? It's difficult to be an international student and, you know, in a country where that's not exactly 100% how would I say this, welcoming, let's put it like that. I mean, I'm not saying that about everybody, you know, but we face a whole lot of the same discrimination, you know what I mean? Especially as a Black person, especially as an African. I say especially as a Nigerian on this island, the instant discrimination that you get. I've been to a place where they're like, sorry, no Nigerians. Sorry. They ask you, where are you from? I'm from Zimbabwe. Oh, okay, Zimbabwe's okay. For example, actually, I went to the club yesterday and we went into this club and it was predominant. There were only about, I'd say I saw about 5, 6, 7 Black people there, and the rest were I don't know which their nationalities, but they were white, you understand? And when we entered, you could see everyone just be like, eh? What is you doing here? They were really like, why are these people here? Then when, because we were kind of like all organizing everything, we had to sit down on the couch where no one else was, like, I think it's the VIP seating area. And we were sitting there, and all these folks were like, why? Like, giving us looks. You can see that they were whispering, talking about it. Well, obviously not whispering because they're in the club, but they were, pointing and stuff. And it really makes you see how horrible it can feel. But for me, I don't take that shit. I'm just like, okay, and what's... That's just ignorant as people who feel the need to even talk about me just because I'm not the same color as them. Which is weird. I'll never get racism, to be honest. I'll never get it. We're all the same people. We all have the same organs and blood running through our body. We just look different on the outside. And isn't that normal? Are we all meant to look the same? There's like a whole world. Why would you... Anyways, that's not even what this video is about. But those type of experiences are super, super negative, and it can have you feeling in a certain way, have you feeling very discouraged and shit. So that's just one example of something that I've experienced on this island. So like I was saying, here on this island, I feel like a lot of people can relate, like how difficult things have been, like the shift over these past couple of years, the way that this island has changed, the way that things are now, the way people's priorities are set right now. I want to get into that in another video. I want to talk about how life is like now in Cyprus. There are so many things that we are not talking about, like how to help ourselves. There's always the same topic of, people be going through things, but nobody really knows what to do. We just throw back some alcohol, drink a bit of wine, drink a bit of what, smoke a little, do whatever, take some pills, like that's the routine now. Like, it's like everyone's so scared of their own emotions and facing them that we've now come to find blockers. We've now come to find things that are going to stop us from feeling, you know what I mean? Stop us from thinking, stop us from actually helping ourselves and healing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like we've come into an era where we all are aware. Yeah, we're aware that we have past traumas that have built us into the people that we are now. We are aware of mental health. That is a very big thing now. Mental health awareness is something that I see all over the internet nowadays, and I love to see that because it's so important. But it's now being clouded with memes, jokes. We're not gonna talk about it. We're just gonna drink with the pain, smoke a little, you know what I'm saying? And that's not the right way to do it, because I found myself in that position for a really, really long time, where I would look to things to help myself not feel the way I actually really truly feel in my complete sober state. The comfort that you get from drugs and alcohol is so beautiful, but it's so fleeting. You know what I mean? It's just for a moment. It's just, and a moment can be 24 hours. You know what I mean? If something is not lifelong, something that's not going to help you and benefit you in the future, it's not beneficial at all. There's nothing wrong with having a bit of fun here and there, of course, but when we're now using it to cover our tracks, in the sense of cloud our real emotions and push that shit down, like put it deep, that's when it now becomes a problem. And I see that a lot of us are using that as a means of escape, as a means of dealing with things. So I want to make it a normal thing for us to sit down and talk about shit, talk about our feelings, and actually give ourselves real, productive, actual, healthy things to help ourselves. That's why I preach so much about meditation and yoga and manifesting and speaking positively. And let me tell you, I've not done any of these things in a very long time. I can sit here and explain to you guys, oh, how to help yourself, how to do this. But honestly speaking, I know all these things, but I was still feeling the way that I felt. I stopped getting out of bed. I was talking to my friend and she was like, bro, like, I never known you to be a person that even wakes up after 12 o'clock. I used to wonder how you used to wake up so early. Now the times I'm literally, it's 1 o'clock. I'm frustrated, the fact that it's now 1 o'clock and I'm not out of bed yet. I'm like, Chen, you know that you can't sleep until 1 p.m. You know, like, why you, first of all, it's not even when I sleep late, because like I've not been sleeping properly. I probably sleep at 6 o'clock because my mind is racing 6 a.m. or when I see the sun coming up, I'm like, oh shit. There's times I've slept at 12 or 11 p.m. and I've woken up again 12 hours later. And personally, I don't even have the luxury for that. I'm trying to build my life right now. I have so many things to do every day. And I think I clouded that with like, I'm not mentally okay right now. So all these things I need to do, I'm going to push them back because I always feel like my mental health is more important. My mental health is more important. But I was doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing to help myself for that. And when I was speaking to my friend on the phone a couple of days ago, I had an epiphany. It was like this sense of an overwhelming feeling where I just couldn't stop crying. And I was drinking wine at that point in time. I was drinking, so I thought maybe I'm lit. Maybe I'm just so lit and I'm just talking, but I kept on speaking. And as I was speaking, I felt myself healing myself. I felt myself giving myself the answers that I needed for myself, like in order for me to pick myself up. And my friend was like, don't let this feeling just be for right now. You must feel the same way tomorrow. Try and add that in. So yeah, for sure, tomorrow, the next day I woke up, I was dancing and playing music, I blasted music, and I've not done that in so long. Like so long. I have not. Because I just was not okay. Like, guys, I've had people calling me for meetups, to work with me, to do things with me, get into the studio, do this, do that, do this. And what's your baby girl been doing? Feeling anxious. Anxiety just be like, don't go anywhere. You can't do it. Do you even know how to sing? Oh, maybe you should sleep. Maybe you should make an excuse and tell the person that you can't meet them. Give them an elaborate story. Go into detail about how you're feeling. And I'm like, girl. You cannot do that no more. I shout loud and proud. Like, my honest feeling was that I was feeling like I was a fraud. I was like, how can I call myself an artist, a creator? How can I call myself a singer? I don't even listen to music. I stopped listening to music, guys. Like, I stopped listening to music. I stopped writing music. I stopped doing anything affiliated with music. Like, that's fucking scary to me. All I've ever wanted to be is to be an artist, to be a singer. Music is my entire world, and I stopped listening to music. I couldn't even listen to myself. I couldn't even sing covers or feel confident about it. I'll do like one take and I'll be like, that's bad, scrap the whole thing, I'm not a good singer. And I started feeling like a fraud. I go out and a lot of people call me Psy. And people call me Psy music. And I'm like, but I'm a fraud. Don't call me that. But I can't do that. That's the image that I'd created for myself when I was in a place where I was pushing. I was like, I'm gonna drop my song, I'm gonna start my EP, I'm gonna start doing everything I need to. It's so scary for me to say all these things out loud because I've been really holding them in, which has stopped me from writing music, stopped me from doing a lot. I really wanted to quit the whole thing. I really wanted to quit this creative lifestyle, this artist side of me. I wanted to really, really quit because I felt like I'm a fraud and this life is not made for me. And what's the point? You know what I mean? Even though I have so many people supporting me and pushing me and telling me all these great things, I just didn't feel it in myself. Like, my self-sabotage, that's the word for today. Self-sabotage. You're gonna be right here. Self-sabotage. That's the word for today because that was my biggest downfall. And I feel like for a lot of people that feel the same way can relate, like that self-sabotage is one of the biggest things that will knock you down, especially when you feel like you're a confident person who has the reins on things, who knows things. I can see everything in front of me, but I'm the only person stopping myself from progressing. You know what I mean? I don't have anybody telling me I'm shit or I'm not doing a good job or I'm this, I'm that. But I was getting, like, people were telling me, like, I was getting opinions on all different sides of the spectrum. Like, no, Chen, you're great, you need to just work on yourself, you know, all the best positive. And then I was getting, Chen, stop feeling fucking sorry for yourself, girl. Stop it. You can feel shit and still know that you still have to do the shit that you have to do. I can feel shit and put that shit in my music. Guys, I've not written a song in so long. I was so scared of my own emotions. This is something that I admitted the other day, that I've been so scared of my own emotions, of showing who I truly am. I was scared of putting on paper how I truly and really feel. And I realized when I started writing, I'm like, yo, girl, these are some real dark thoughts. But if I can put that shit out in my music and have a way to release it and get it out of me, that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? And my next EP, definitely has shifted from what I thought it was. Because when I wanted to drop my EP, I had a set of songs, I had a certain vibe that I wanted, but that's not how I feel. You know what I mean? I wanted to be as real and raw and everything about me in this EP to really show myself and showcase myself and the humanity of me. You understand? Like how, as humans, you understand, we feel a lot of things, and the best thing to do is to let it out, whether it be to talk to your friend, to write it down, to put it on paper, to create anything. That's what it should be. That to me is what I recommend, is something that can really help in the process of healing. This is like a really hard video for me to make because I just feel like I want to cry. But I'm really proud of myself for pushing past that barrier, and I really want to help. I really want to help others in this journey, because the most important thing to know is that you can always push past it. You can always get, it's mind over matter. Honestly, it really, really is. Because everything that you do, everything that's controlled, it's up here. It's up here. And the fact is, sometimes you can feel like you're just a passenger. And that's how I felt for a really long time. Like this is my body, my brain, but I'm just in it. Not really putting in any work or effort to create the life that I want, to actually take control of it, because I now have to, it's like my brain is my brain, right? And then there's this like little section in the middle that's me, right? And then that place was like dormant for a while. Like me, that little bit in the middle was dormant. Like she wasn't moving, she wasn't lit up, let's say it like that. She was just dark. It was just a dark spot. But my brain was still doing everything, like brushing my teeth, walking, waking up, cooking, eating. Like that's what it felt like. I was just sitting there watching everything happen, but not really being able to take control of it again. So where I am right now, I'm definitely not where I want to be, but the most important thing is that I've started making the right steps towards actually helping myself and actually taking back that light. Like right now, my light feels like it's on. It feels like it's really, really on. It feels like that part of me is able to be like, Chen, like, girl, you can control anything that you want to do. Get the fuck up out of bed and do it. You know what I mean? Get up out of bed. And I know it's so much easier said than done. It's so much easier said than done. And nobody knows what you're going through. Only you know what you're going through. And so guess what? Only you can help yourself. That's the scariest thing. And that's also the beautiful thing about having therapists, psychologists, psychiatric people, psychiatrists, who can help you dive into yourself a bit more when you over having the time of. But that's with actually being open to accepting help. A lot of people are not open to that. It's scary to, meet somebody or go to a stranger and explain to them how you feel. And a lot of the times it's very hard to be completely honest, because those are the parts that we're mostly afraid of, the fears that hide inside of us, the things that we feel like we can't explain or control or understand. So having that help is why I really recommend psychologists, therapists. I recommend seeing anybody, even your friend, even me. Not even me. Come talk to me. Talk to me. Like, I'm working on being a very social person again. I completely shut myself off of like the internet, social media, which is what I need for like building up my whole careers in this life as an artist, on the painting side and as a musician. And also like as a blogger, I'm a writer. I have my podcast that I already recorded my intro. It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. My intro is just there, and I've not recorded anything, but I'm now feeling that hype back inside of my body. Like it says, I know y'all see the bags under my eyes. I've been fighting for my life. I've been fighting for my life, and I'm so happy that it went this way and not the other way, because I was feeling myself going into a very, very dark place, a very scary place. And I'm so happy that I also had so many people sending me so many fucking beautiful, lovely messages I've received over this past week. Guys, I'm telling you, no cap, 4 days ago, was it 3 days ago, I was not like this. 100%, I was not even speaking with this pep in my voice. I was not like this. I felt like I was on zero, like I was losing myself. So that's the scary and amazing thing about it. How you can have so much control to just, you know what I mean? It doesn't take one day, of course. You know what I mean? I have moments throughout the day where I'm like, it's like almost like I'm dissociating. Like I'm going into negative thoughts, negativity. Oh, everything is, oh. Now as channel, I switch that shit off and I cover it with positive thoughts. I was explaining today, I was cooking and then I started thinking about something negative and I was like, thank you God for life. Thank you God for being able to cook this food. Thank you God for the water that I'm able to drink. Thank you God. That's literally what I put in the forefront of my mind. Like I was like, wait a minute. I know my mind is playing games with me right now, boo. No. I'm taking control. I'm taking it back. You can't have that shit. It's mine. Okay. I feel so much lighter. It's like a weight has just been lifted. Like a weight has just been lifted off of me because I've been feeling so trapped. I've been feeling so trapped for so long. The point of me having this YouTube channel and my social medias and everything that I have is to help, is to heal, is to share my experiences. It's always so scary, I think, on the internet, being completely true and honest and being who you are and like showing that to everybody. You know what I mean? It's like being naked and standing in front of everybody. That's what it feels like. That's what I feel like the internet feels like. But when it's channeled and used for all the right things and positive things, I love to see the feedback and the love and support and the happiness that it brings other people, knowing that they're not alone in something. And that it's very important that we have more people in our society, more people our age, talking about these things openly, you know what I mean? To show that if you're not alone, means that it's not just me. I'm not just a mad person, you know what I mean? There are other people that feel like me, and there are other people who are aware mentally, you know, who I look up to in the sense of where I'd like to see myself, the way I'd like to be thinking. You know what I mean? There's a whole process of creating your perfect ideal person. You understand? No, let me scrap perfect. Your ideal person, who you want to be. That creating your own happiness and creating your own peace. And one last thing that I want to say before I end this video is to be kind to yourself. Love yourself. We hear that so often and it's so much easier said than done, you know what I mean, to love yourself. But that's the first step in helping yourself heal and loving yourself more. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that this is the beginning of, you know, building up something that we can all use to help each other and share and be open and free. You guys should let me know anything in the comments. If you want to message me anywhere, I'll put my socials down. Add me anywhere, talk to me about anything. I'm always open. I feel like this will be a beautiful way for me in my process of healing, and anybody else that needs that needs to wants help going through that process as well. We can help each other. That's the whole point of this life thing, you know. It doesn't have to be your best friend or, you know, someone that knows you very well. Random people can really make a big difference in your life. I've really noticed that, and I learned to cherish that so much. So thank you guys again for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you guys think. Yeah, you know, subscribe and all that. Subscribe if I can help. Any ideas of what anybody wants me to look into, because I'm reading a lot on a lot of different things that I want to be putting out onto my blog as well. So yeah, so if you guys have any tips as well, any things to help with mental health, any sites, anything really, put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Send me a personal message, whatever it is. Thank you guys so much for watching.